Welcome to Livewire tutorial where I am going to teach you how you can insert data to database table in Livewire. So first of all, let's go and create a fresh Laravel project. So I'm going to create a Laravel project over here. So let me just open a command prompt and let's say over here Laravel new, and let's say our project name will be Livewire tutorial. Let's press enter and it will create a Laravel project. So I'll just fast forward this video for now. There you can see our project creation is done, and here you can see this is the Livewire tutorial project that we just created. So let me just go to the project directory. I'll write over here cd Livewire tutorial. So here you can see currently we are in the project directory, and this is the Laravel project that we just created. So let me just run the project. I'll see over here php artisan serve. So let me just copy this and I'll paste it here. So this is a Laravel project that we just created. And I also opened the project using Sublime Text. Over here you can see Livewire tutorial. So I'll just directly go to resource, views, then welcome.blade.php, and I'm going to remove everything from here. And I'll just say over here normal HTML, and in the body, let's say here h1 tag. Inside h1 tag we'll say Livewire tutorial. So right now, if we save it, then if we refresh, here you can see Livewire tutorial, which is coming from the welcome.blade.php. But up until now, we haven't done anything related to Livewire. So for writing the Livewire code, first of all, we need to install Livewire to our Laravel project. So for it, let's go and install Livewire to our project. So for that case, we need to go to our project directory again, and we'll open another command prompt. And we'll install our Livewire, and for installing Livewire we need to write this command composer require Livewire slash Livewire, and let's press enter, and it will install Livewire to our Laravel project. Here you can see it is installing and it's done. So right now, in order to write the Livewire code, we need to write something in the head section and also at the end of the body section. So in the head section, we write over here at the rate of Livewire styles, STYLES, the S will be capital, and at the end of the body tag, we'll also say over here at the rate of Livewire scripts, SCRIPTS, and S will be capital S. And over here inside this style and script, over here we are going to write our Livewire code. So first of all, we are going to create a view for Livewire. So let me just write it over here first like this, Livewire clone, and let's say we'll create a view, and that view name will be we want to store data, right? So let's say here store hyphen student. We'll create a student table and we'll store the student data. So we need to create a view for Livewire like this, store student. So for it, again, we need to go to our command prompt and write a command. So we'll just directly go to our command prompt, and here you can see that we want to create a view called store student, right? So for it, we are going to say in the command prompt over here php artisan make clone Livewire, and then we're going to say over here this one store hyphen student. So let's say store hyphen student, and if we now press enter, here you can see two files is created for this single command. So on file is inside the app, then HTTP, and then Livewire, and inside that Livewire folder we have this, and another file is in the view folder. So let's go and first check this on. But before that, here would you like to show love, show some love? We'll just say over here no. Let's press enter. So let's go and create check this on. If you just directly go to app, then HTTP, then inside HTTP here you can see Livewire, and inside Livewire we have store student.php, as you can see. And again another one is inside resource views, and inside views here you can see Livewire, and inside Livewire here you can see store student.blade.php. So right now here you can see in the welcome.blade.php we already included store student, which is this one. So whatever we write inside this, we'll be able to get in the welcome.blade.php. So here we'll just say h2 tag, and we'll say store student data. So right now, if we save it, then if we refresh, here you can see we can get the store student data from the store student.blade.php. So right now we'll write some input field over here inside the store student.blade.php, and we'll upload it to a table. So first of all, let's go and create a table so that we can upload the student data. So for it, let's go to command prompt, and here we're going to say php artisan make clone model, and here let's say we'll create a model called student and table called student. So we'll say over here is student minus m. It will create model and migration at the same time. Let's press enter. So you can see model and migration is created. So we'll directly go to our database migrations, and inside migration here you can see student table. So inside the student table, let's add some entry. Let's say dollar table, this arrow sign, string to first bracket to single quotation. Let's say this one will be name. Let's keep this arrow sign, and let's also make it nullable. So after name, let's say student will have also like email and image. So let's say this one will be email, and this one will be image. Let's save it. Right now we need to migrate this table, and here if you go to our .env, here you can see Livewire tutorial, and here I also create the Livewire tutorial database in my admin. So we can just migrate our table. So we'll just give the command over here php artisan migrate. Let's press enter, and here you can see migration is complete. So right now if we just go to our database, and if we just refresh here you can see we have student table over here, and inside student we have name, email and image. So let's go and insert data using Livewire to this table. So for it we need to make some input field. Let's just close those two, and here in the student store.blade.php, okay, let me just write it like this. Welcome.blade.php is not required, so I'll just close it for now, and let me just go to views, layouts and column 2. Let me just write it like this so that you can see it properly, this one and this one. So here this is the blade file, store student.blade.php. So here we are going to declare a form, and inside this form we'll have our input field. So first of all, let's just have a div, and inside this div we'll say level will be name, and for label name we need an input field. So let's say input type will be text, and in the Livewire we do not write name like this. We write over here where clone model equal to name. So here you can see wire model name. In Livewire we use wire model equal to name like this, and whatever wire model equals something we have over here, we also need to mention it in the store student.php, which is inside the Livewire HTTP, then Livewire over here, this one. Okay, so in this function we are going to mention a public variable. We'll say public dollar name, and here you can see dollar this name is this one. Okay, so let me just copy this one and I'll paste it 3 times. So this one will be for email. Let's just select everywhere, and let's say here email, and this one will be for the image. So let's say here image, and for image the input type will be file, and here you can see wire model. Let's say in the wire model we'll say image, and we also need to mention this email and image over here as well. So let me just select it, copy it and paste it here. So here first we'll say email, then we'll say image. So right now we need a submit button to submit the form. So for submit button we not require level, and we also do not require wire model. So here the submit button, it will be for submit button, input type will be submit, and we'll say here value will be, let's say, just save. And here you can see in the form we need to write over here like this: where clone submit dot prevent equal to, let's say, here you can name it anything. So here we are going to mention a function name which we'll write over here in the store student.php. So let's say here save data, you can give it any name you want. I'll just go with save data. So let's save it, and right now we'll go to this site, and here we're going to mention a public function save data, which is this one. So we'll say public function save data to first bracket and then to second bracket. And we want to store those data in the student table, right? So first of all, in order to upload data to the student table, as always, like Laravel, we need to add the student model name at the top. So here we'll say use app backslash models backslash student. So right now we'll be able to upload data to the student table. So let's declare a variable in this function save data. We'll say dollar student equal to new student, and after it we'll say dollar student, this arrow sign name equal to, here you can see dollar student name. This is just like before we write in the Laravel dollar student name, and here this name will be exactly like we have in the column over here name. And this time in the Laravel we normally request the data from the form, but in Livewire this is a little different. Here you can see wire model name. So whenever we write anything in the input field, then that data will be stored in this public name variable. So same goes for the email and also for the image. So whatever we have in the input field, it will be automatically stored, or this public variable will automatically get that data. So we'll just say over here dollar this arrow sign name. So we'll get this name over here. So let me just copy this one and I'll paste it here. And here this time we'll say email. And after it we'll just store the data. So for storing the data we need to say over here student, this arrow sign, save. So this is really simple, as you can see. So right now let's save it here and here. So let's go back and let's just refresh here, and here you can see we have some input field over here. Let's give a name, let's just say a random thing, and let's not to choose the image. We haven't done the image part up until now. We'll do it after a little later. Let's just do it for normal input field at the top gmail.com, and let's click save. And here you can see it did not reload because in Livewire it doesn't reload to store the data. But if we go to our database and if we refresh over here, here you can see we have the data over here. So whatever data you try to store over here, it will not reload because this is Livewire. Let's say here Yamin. Let's say here Yamin, and let's say here Yamin at the rate of gmail.com, and let's click save again. And here you can see it did not reload, but if I refresh over here, we can see the entry over here. But the thing is, once the data is saved, those input fields should be empty, right? That is the most logical one. So for that case, what we can do is that after storing the data, we'll just say over here dollar this, then this arrow sign will say here reset. We'll give two first bracket, then two third bracket, then two single quotation, and inside single quotation here we have this name, right? This name variable over here as well. So we'll say over here name, then comma, two single quotation, email. So what we are saying is that after storing the data, just make the name and email input field empty. Reset. Okay. So let's save it and let's try it again. So let's say here this time James, and email will be james@gmail.com. Let's click save. And here you can see after storing the data, the input field is reset. So if I now refresh here you can see James. So right now, okay, but before we move to the image part, here this is not the proper way to like reset the entry. The proper way would be a little different. Let me just declare a function over here. We'll say public function, let's say reset data to first bracket to second bracket, and inside this public function reset data, let me just cut it from here and paste it here. We'll have this reset name email over here, and we'll just call this reset function from here. So we'll just say over here like this arrow sign reset data. So this will basically work the same. Okay, let me just show you again. Let's do this, refresh, and let's say here this time John @gmail.com. Let's click save, and here you can see it basically worked the same way. Here you can see John @gmail.com. So right now let's go and store the image. So for storing the image, here first of all we'll declare a variable over here. Let's say here $image name equal to, we'll say $this arrow sign image, and this image variable is this one. Okay, image, then we'll give another arrow sign, we'll say store to first bracket to single quotation, and here we need to mention the folder name where we want to store the data, I mean store the image. So we'll say, let's say photos, the folder name will be photos. Then but before that, let me just show you one more thing. And okay, let's go to hues, layout, single. Okay, if I just go to my, so here you can see after route we have a folder called shortest, and inside shortest we have a few more file, app, then public. So here in Livewire, if you just write this on, and if we upload a photo, it will create a folder in the shortest folder called photo, and all the images will be stored in that photo folder. But what we want is that we want to store all the images in the public folder. So for it, we'll give a comma over here, and we'll give another to single quotation, and we'll say over here public. So in Livewire, all the images are stored in the shortest folder. Okay. So after it, what we'll do is that we'll say over here $student, this arrow sign image equal to $image name. So here let me just explain it again. So here for now just ignore this image name part. Here what is happening is that we are getting the image, and we will store the image in this location in the photo folder, which will be in the public folder. And then we are getting that location for our folder name, I mean the, okay, you can say we are getting the path name of the image, and we are storing it in the student table image column. Over here you can see student image equal to image name. So I hope you are clear. So right now if we save it and if we refresh here, let's say here name Yummy, email yummy@gmail.com, and let's choose the image from here. Let's choose this one, open. And if I, okay, I forgot to add one more thing, and that is in the store student.php we need to add something else for file upload. So we'll say over here use Livewire /with file uploads. There is a S at the end of uploads. And again, we also need to use this with file uploads over here inside the class. So we'll say here use file uploads like this. Okay. So right now let's go and let's just refresh here again, and let's say here yummy @gmail.com, and let's choose the image, and let's choose this one again. Let's click save, and here you can see everything is resetted except the image, because we haven't resetted the image over here in the reset function, but that's fine. Right now, if we go to our database table and if we refresh over here you can see we have name, email, and we have also the location of the image over here as well. If we go to the shortest location, here you can see in the shortest we have app, and inside app we have public folder, and inside public folder we have a new folder called photos, and here this is the photo that we just uploaded. But right now what we should do is that we should link this public folder with our this public folder. Okay, so for it we just need to write a single command, and once we link the shortest public folder with this public folder, we'll be able to get the image from the database table and show it in our view. So we just need to write a command which is php artisan str shortest shortest link. We just need to write this command to link this shortest to our this actual public folder. So if I just press enter, okay, there is error. Okay, I did a mistake for the shortest spelling. Okay, let me write it properly. STROAG shortest. So let's just press enter again. Okay, I did a mistake again. I think the spelling will be STORAG, shortest. Let's press enter. Okay, this time it is done. Here you can see that. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. Here you can see that Livewire tutorial public shortest link has been connected to Livewire tutorial shortest app/public. So a connection is done. So right now, since stored the image data in the database table, and we link our shortest to our actual public folder, so we'll be able to get the image and show it in the Laravel or Livewire view wherever you want. So yeah, this is how you can insert data in Livewire. I try to make this tutorial as easy as possible, and I also explained as much as possible. I hope you now know how to insert data in Livewire. And if this tutorial was useful to you, then please subscribe to this channel. I will actually really appreciate it. So thanks again for watching. Stay tuned and stay healthy.